We plan to release every single text messages between the two of them. We want the truth to be out there. We want the documents to be out there. We want people to make their determination based on
So Justin Baldoni's lawyer just responded to Blake Lively's motion to dismiss herself from the case or dismiss his lawsuit outright. It says Blake is abusing the legal system, slams her motion to dismiss the lawsuit.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit. It's all going to be based on evidence. It's not going to be just a lawsuit. It's going to be the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence.
In the grand spectacle that is Hollywood, where the egos are as oversized as the box office budgets, a new legal showdown is stealing the spotlight. This time, it's Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni in the hot seat, and it's not a movie. Lively, known for her iconic role in Gossip Girl and several romantic comedies, has traded designer gowns for legal documents. She's accused Baldoni of some seriously scandalous behavior, the kind that would make even the juiciest tabloid covers blush. But Baldoni, best known for his role in Jane the Virgin, isn't just standing by. He's fired back with a massive $400 million defamation lawsuit, claiming Lively's accusations are completely false and damaging to his career.
Documents which prove exactly what she did and how she bullied her way through the process to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. There's a number of different defendants here. Stephanie Jones will be all over this complaint. That is the PR agent who is supposed to be working for Justin Baldoni. Leslie Sloan, who's another PR agent who will be part of this lawsuit. That was Blake Lively's. Blake Lively will be sued, and we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
Enter Bryan Freedman, Baldoni's legal bulldog. And make no mistake, Freedman is not pulling any punches. He's come out swinging, calling Lively's attempts to dismiss the lawsuit an abhorrent misuse of the legal system. According to him, Baldoni's name has been dragged through the mud, and they're not going to settle behind closed doors. They want a full-blown public trial with every detail out in the open. Trial is officially set for March 2026, and judging by the tone of both camps, this battle is just heating up.
Blake is abusing the legal system. 3 exclamation points. Bryan Freedman tells TMZ Miss Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself from the self-concocted disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system. Freedman says stringent rules are put into place to protect the innocent and allow individuals to rightfully defend themselves, while noting laws are not meant to be twisted and curated by privileged elites to fit their own personal agenda.
In what sounds like the next episode of Celebrity Legal Wars, Freedman has gone off script and straight for the jugular. Lively's team tried to file a motion to dismiss Baldoni's defamation suit, hoping to end the whole thing before it got messy. But Freedman says no way. He slammed the move as a classic example of trying to dodge accountability. In his words, only people with something to hide try to shut things down before a trial even begins. According to Freedman, Baldoni isn't just fighting to clear his name. He's standing up for the truth. And he's ready to go the distance, armed with a legal team, receipts, and, allegedly, a pile of incriminating emails.
Justin Baldoni is firing back after Blake Lively filed a lawsuit against the actor, accusing him of unprofessional and sexually inappropriate behavior on the set of It Ends With Us. She also accused him of coordinating a smear campaign.
Was there a coordinated smear campaign to bring down Blake Lively?
100% no.
Baldoni is now suing the New York Times after the paper published a story about Lively's allegations.
Do you plan to sue Blake Lively?
Absolutely.
You will?
Yes.
Baldoni claims that the text messages in Lively's lawsuit were taken out of context or excluded. The New York Times said in a statement that they stand by their reporting and plan to vigorously defend against the lawsuit. Lively said previously that she hopes her suit helps pull back the curtain on these sinister retaliatory tactics to harm people who speak up about misconduct.
Freedman paints Baldoni as the tragic Hollywood hero, someone whose reputation has been completely destroyed by Lively's claims. And the only way to set the record straight? A trial in front of the whole world. No secret settlements, no private apologies. They want it all out there in what's shaping up to be the most dramatic courtroom showdown since People vs. OJ.
Blake Lively was trying to get out of the lawsuit same way that Ryan Reynolds, her husband, was trying to get out of this lawsuit as well, basically saying that what he's saying was true about his claims about Justin Baldoni were true, and that, of course, he is exacting or exercising his First Amendment rights. Now, of course, we heard Blake Lively wanting to get out. She said that he filed this lawsuit out of retaliation, out of revenge. And she was saying, hey, it's wrong for him to do that, and it's absolute BS. Just because I filed a lawsuit against him does not mean that he can just suddenly file a lawsuit against me in return.
Meanwhile, Lively's side appears to be taking a more traditional route, possibly hoping for a quick resolution. But Freedman's not letting it slide. He says Lively trying to avoid trial is like a diva demanding the spotlight, but refusing to perform. If she truly believes in her allegations, he argues, then she should be ready to back them up in court, not file to walk away before the first hearing even starts.
In his statement to TMZ, Freedman reiterated, as we said yesterday in response to Mr. Reynolds' same cowardly measures, we will continue to hold Ms. Lively accountable for her actions of pure malice, which include falsely accusing my clients of harassment and retaliation. Freedman summed it up by saying Blake's fantastical claims will be swiftly debunked as discovery moves forward, easily disproved with actual evidentiary proof.
With both sides digging in their heels, the public is left to watch from the sidelines, popcorn in hand, as the legal drama unfolds. Will Baldoni walk away vindicated? Or will Lively's version of events win over the court?
Rogan has entered the chat. Who has not entered the chat when it comes to these two? And this crazy story of Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, and Ryan Reynolds. Because Joe Rogan has officially blasted Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Welcome to the club.
You've been following the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively thing?
Bro, Blake Lively, talk about ruin your reputation, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Brian's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to get out of the lawsuit. And they're like, you were a key part of this.
This is what you get, though. This is what you get. You're trying to ruin a guy's livelihood by using the Me Too movement?
Because they were trying to take over the movie.
Yeah.
They were trying to take over the movie and the whole franchise. He owned the franchise. The whole thing's crazy. And he's suing the New York Times, and he's got a great case.
He's going hard in the paint. But that's what it takes.
That's what it takes.
It's like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He's like, all right,
yeah,
you did it for the boys.
Exactly. You got to do it.
You need real to be like, nah, man, I ain't going out like this.
Yeah, especially a guy like that. It was like known as being like this really sweet, nice guy.
Yep.
And then it's like, all right,
dude, he posted the receipts.
Oh,
he's like, oh, remember our text exchange?
How about she told him to come into the dressing room while she was breastfeeding? And then part of the complaint was that he came into the dressing room while I was breastfeeding. Like, you literally have a text exchange back and forth. They just never thought that anybody was going to come out with the receipts.
Because no one's ever done it, because everyone just bows down.
Because everyone's scared.
Yeah.
Because Ryan Reynolds A-list, Blake Lively A-list. Like, don't, they're the queens.
It's
like 18. Oh, is it over?
Maybe missed it.
One thing's for sure, with Bryan Freedman leading the charge, this isn't going to be some quiet legal proceeding. No, this has all the makings of a full-on courtroom blockbuster, packed with twists, turns, and Hollywood-sized egos.
Earlier today, TMZ broke the story that Blake, I haven't said that in a while, Blake, filed her motion to dismiss, saying Baldoni violated the law by filing his own lawsuit for purposes of revenge. Stop it. Stop it already. Blake says Baldoni filed his defamation lawsuit against her husband Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist Leslie Sloan right after she filed her lawsuit against him. In her suit, Blake accused him of SAing her and launching a smear campaign during the filming of the flick. Now, that is one part that I'm still wanting to know. Launching a smear campaign during the filming of the flick, where does that exist, right? Where's the proof of that? Okay, where did Justin Baldoni start a smear campaign during the filming of the movie to make her life a living hell? I really want to see that proof too. As you know, Baldoni we already know he's the director and the co-star of this movie too. And we could loosely say director. Reynolds was first to file a motion to be dismissed from Baldoni's lawsuit, claiming Justin labeled him a predator. But Reynolds argued it's not defamation because he provides the statement to be, or he believes the statement to be true. And Justin would have to prove otherwise. That's an interesting one. I really would like to know, like I said, how. Okay, that's just an interesting statement. I call you that word, and that's because it's true. So I want you to show that show the court otherwise.
So here we are. Lively, the charming blonde who's dazzled red carpets and screen lovers alike, and Baldoni, the brooding actor-director with the looks and the fan base to match, are going head-to-head in what could become one of the biggest celebrity legal feuds of the decade.
It's Justin Baldoni versus the machine of Hollywood. Ryan Reynolds of Blake Lively, and the thing is, using that Me Too movement, which is a woman using the words sexual assault or sexual harassment, everyone bows down. They're like, we can't fight back. But Justin Baldoni said, "No, not this time. I've got the receipts to prove it." And everyone sees through the bullshit. Okay? I mean, of course, not everyone. There are definitely some people out there that will still believe Blake until the day they die, but most people see through the bullshit. And I love it. I love it when the worlds collide. I am definitely into this one. Now, do you think that Ryan Reynolds was a fan of Joe Rogan before this? And do you think this is gonna really upset him? I think this is a huge blow to Ryan Reynolds' ego. Oof. Who's next?
Freedman continues to hammer Lively's motion to dismiss, calling it not just weak, but a disgrace to the justice system. He says this isn't just about defending a reputation. It's about setting a precedent in an industry where spin often replaces truth.
Freedman, Justin Baldoni's lawyer, is now speaking out and saying, hey, she's trying to take advantage. She's trying to take advantage of the legal system. She's abusing the legal system. And what she's doing is wrong. Okay? And what he filed is absolutely 110% within his rights. Let's get into this article here. This is very interesting. Justin Baldoni's lawyer is firing back at Blake Lively's attempt to cut herself out of this ongoing legal drama surrounding the film It Ends With Us. Bryan Freedman tells TMZ Miss Lively's recent motion to dismiss herself from the self-concocted disaster she initiated is one of the most abhorrent examples of abusing our legal system. I agree. She's the one who filed this lawsuit. She went to New York Times, started a whole smear campaign defaming Justin Baldoni, making him lose all this money, making him get fired from his agency and all that stuff. Those are all grounds for defamation, for sure. It's destroying his name, it's destroying his finances, etc. That's huge. That's definitely defamation. And Bryan Freedman this is the guy right here speaking about this whole situation. Freedman says stringent rules are put into place to protect the innocent and allow individuals to rightfully defend themselves, while noting laws are not meant to be twisted and curated by privileged elites to fit their own personal agenda. Absolutely. I agree with that too. It doesn't make any sense for them to sit there and say, oh yeah, well, if it doesn't, I don't like this lawsuit, so therefore this was done out of revenge. That's what it is. Take me out of this situation. This whole thing's wrong. No.
In his final statement, Freedman doubles down. Baldoni won't be silenced. There's no interest in backstage deals or confidential payoffs. He wants a trial, public, raw, and real. As the date draws closer, fans and insiders alike are keeping their eyes glued to the headlines. Will this be Baldoni's big redemption arc, or will Lively's version of events take the lead? One thing's for certain, this story is far from over. With lawyers like Freedman at the center, you can expect plenty more drama, strategy, and surprises. So stay tuned. Because in Hollywood, the truth isn't just stranger than fiction, it's a whole lot messier.